feel it, the weight of my return pressing down on their very souls. They believed they won, that my silence was their victory, but they don't know that silence isn't surrender. It's the calm before the storm, the moment when everything is still, before it's all ripped apart. They made their move, but now it's my turn. They should have killed me when they had the chance. Now, they will be the ones begging for mercy. I am coming for them. They will remember every second of their cowardice, every word they whispered in their false confidence, thinking they've defeated the undefeatable. They will choke on their own arrogance when they see what I've become. For every cut they left on me, I carved a scar in my mind, a reminder of the debt they owe, a debt I will collect in blood. They think they're untouchable, sitting in their high castles, surrounded by their illusions of power. But I am the shadow that climbs walls, the darkness that slithers through cracks. Their fortresses won't protect them. Their so-called allies will abandon them. And when they look into the mirror, they will see me staring back, a haunting they can't escape. They built their empire on the bones of the fallen, but I am no skeleton left in the ground. I am the monster they created, the one they'll never be rid of. They will kneel before me, not out of respect, but out of fear. They think they know fear. They've seen shadows, heard whispers, but they've never faced the abyss, staring back with intent. They've never felt the cold grip of terror, tightening around their throats until the air is gone. That's what I will become to them. The suffocating dread, the nightmare that doesn't end. When they wake up, they will beg for the days when I was just a threat in the dark. Because now, I am the storm that's come to tear everything apart. They will regret every move, every strike they landed, every sneer they gave in my direction. They wanted me down because they knew I was the one force that could destroy everything they built. I wasn't their enemy. I was their reckoning. They tried to bury that truth beneath lies and deceit. But truth is a seed that grows stronger in the darkness. They planted me in the dirt. But now, I am the roots breaking through their walls, the cracks spreading under their feet. They will crumble, and it won't be quick. No, I want them to feel it. Every crack, every tremble, every piece of their fake kingdom falling apart. They'll feel the rage they ignored, the fury they underestimated. am not even human anymore. I've become something more. Something driven by pure, unyielding vengeance. They will see the flames in my eyes before I burn their world to ash. Every scream they hear in the night will be a prelude to what's coming. They thought they could escape justice, but what they didn't realize is that justice isn't some weak concept hanging in courtrooms. It's a fist, and it's clenched, ready to strike them where it hurts most. They thought they could rewrite the story, but this is my tale of revenge. They stole everything they could, broke what they didn't understand. They thought they could erase me, like a name scribbled in the sand. But I am the ocean wave that comes crashing back, erasing their words, swallowing their lies. They will drown in what they created. They will watch as everything they love, everything they fought for, is taken from them, one by one. I will dismantle their world piece by piece, and they'll know it's because of what they did, because they dared to cross me. They will feel my wrath like the burning sun against their skin, a heat they can't escape, a reminder that I am here. They won't see it coming because they still think I'm the same. But I've shed that skin. I've become something else. Something darker. Something they can't comprehend. They wanted to play games. But this is no game. This is war. And in war, there's only one victor. They've already lost. They just don't know it yet. They will feel it when I break through their walls. When I walk through the flames, untouched. They'll know that I was forged in the very fire they tried to use against me. I am their consequence, the result of their own greed, their own cruelty. I am what they deserve, and they won't be able to deny it. They will taste the bitterness of their own failure when they see me rise from the shadows, stronger than ever, a force they cannot stop. They thought I was broken, but I was only bending, only waiting for the right moment to snap back. They should have known better. They should have realized that the silence wasn't the end. It was the inhale before the scream, the last breath before the plunge. They thought they could silence me, but all they did was give me a reason to shout louder, to strike harder. They will feel every ounce of this vengeance, every lash of this storm. And when it's over, when they are lying in the ruins of what they once called power, they'll understand the price of their arrogance. They will feel my wrath, not as a whisper, but as a roar. It will be the only sound they hear. It will be the last thing they feel before everything fades into black. They will remember who they tried to bury, who they left behind. They will know without a shadow of a doubt that they made a mistake. And mistakes like that are paid for with pain. They wanted a villain. They got one. They will feel it when they wake up in cold sweats, when they hear my name whispered in the shadows. They will see my face in their nightmares, and they'll know I am coming. Not tomorrow, not when they expect it, but when they are most vulnerable, when they think they've won again. That's when I'll strike, when I'll tear down everything they've built. They will feel it when I stand over them, looking down at what's left of their broken pride. They will feel my wrath like an iron fist crushing their chest, like a storm tearing through their safe little world. They will know that there is no running from this. There is no hiding from what they've unleashed. They are trapped in the maze of their own making, and I am the shadow that hunts them through every twist and turn. They will know they failed, not because of what I am, but because of what they made me become. They will learn the hard way that I am not the prey. I am the predator, the one who watched, who waited, who let them believe they had the upper hand. Now it's my turn to play the game, and I play it with no mercy. They will feel it when I rip away their comforts, when I take from them what they took from me. They will taste the ash of their own empire, and they'll understand that I am the one who holds the power now. They wanted a monster. They wanted something to fear. They got it. They got me. And now, they will pay the price. They will understand that they have summoned a force they can't escape from. Now, they used to smile, feeling safe in their circle of lies and betrayals. But that circle, it's a noose, tightening around their throats. They thought they could control this, like they could pull the strings and make me dance for them. But what they failed to see is that I cut those strings a long time ago. They are the ones dancing now, to the rhythm of their own fear. They will trip, they will stumble, and I'll be there to watch them fall. And when they fall, I won't lift them up. I'll press them deeper into the ground, into the dirt they thought I belonged in. They've had their time in the sun, basking in their false victories, celebrating the defeat they thought they dealt me. But their time is over. The sun is setting on their empire, and the cold night is all they have left. I am that cold, creeping into their bones, freezing their smiles, turning their triumphs into regrets. They will shiver, not from the chill of the night, but from the realization of what's coming for them. They don't understand what it means to face true vengeance, but they will learn. They'll feel the weight of every choice they made, every move they played against me, when they see that I've anticipated it all. I've read their playbook, memorized every tactic, and now I'm writing the final chapter of their story. They will not like the ending I've penned for them. It's not a gentle fade into oblivion. It's a crash, a devastating collapse, the kind that shakes the ground and leaves nothing standing. They will know that I am the author of their demise, and every word I write drips with the venom they once spat at me. They wanted to cut me down, to break me apart, but I am made of pieces they can't destroy. They only sharpen me, made me harder, colder, and now I am unbreakable. They will feel it when they try to strike, and their blows bounce off, leaving their own hands bleeding. They'll see that their weapons are useless, that their tricks and traps have no effect on someone who's already walked through hell and made it back. They will feel the sting of their own arrogance. They'll watch as I tear through their defenses like paper, as I dismantle everything they've built brick by brick. Their fortresses will become their tombs, and they'll have nowhere left to hide. They thought their secrets were safe, buried deep, but I've dug them up. I've unearthed every lie, every betrayal, every dirty little scheme, and now I hold them in my hands, ready to throw them back in their faces. They will choke on the truth they tried so hard to bury. They'll know they've lost long before I even touch them. The fear will settle in first, like a poison in their veins, slowing their thoughts, clouding their vision. They will second guess every step, every breath, wondering if it's their last. That's what I want. I want them to feel hunted, to feel the same helplessness they tried to inflict on me. They will know what it's like to be powerless, to be at the mercy of someone who has none. They wanted to destroy me, but they've only created their own destroyer. They will see the flames of my wrath before they feel its heat. It will start small, like a whisper in the wind, the first crack of thunder in a distant storm. But it will grow. It will consume everything in its its path, leaving only ashes where their pride once stood. They will see the smoke rising, and they will know it's a signal of what's coming for them. They will try to put it out, to fight the fire with their pathetic excuses and empty promises. But this flame, it doesn't die. It spreads. It grows. It feeds on their fear. They will feel it in their bones. This reckoning they can't outrun. They will look over their shoulders, searching the shadows, expecting to see me. And they will. Not because I'm hiding, but because I am everywhere. I am the shadow cast by their own guilt. The darkness they can't escape. Every corner they turn, I'll be there. Every time they close their eyes, I'll be the face they see. They will feel the pressure building, the suffocating grip of my vengeance tightening around their necks. They will try to fight it, but it will be like fighting the tide. It's unstoppable. They made a mistake, thinking I was like them, weak, breakable, bound by their rules. But I am not like them. I've broken those chains. I've shattered the mold they tried to fit me into. I am the chaos they can't control, the force they can't contain. They will feel it when I come crashing through their defenses, when I smash through their walls, with nothing but the fury they instilled in me. They will feel the ground tremble under their feet as their world collapses. And they will know that they did this. They set this in motion. They are the architects of their own ruin. They will feel it most when I stand before them, victorious. They will see in my eyes the reflection of everything they've lost, the ghost of their former selves, begging for mercy that won't come. I will look down on them, not with pity, but with the cold satisfaction of a job well done. They will finally understand that they never stood a chance. From the moment they chose to cross me, their fate was sealed. I was patient. I waited. I let them believe they had the upper hand. But now, it's time for them to face reality. They will feel the finality of it, the crushing inevitability of their defeat. They will know that this is not a dream they can wake up from. It's not a nightmare that ends with the dawn. This is their new reality, and I am the one who shaped it. They will see their future reflected in my eyes. A future where I am the one standing at the top, looking down at the wreckage of their lives. They will feel the cold grip of despair when they realize that I am not here to take prisoners. I am here to end this, to erase their existence from every corner of this world. They will be nothing memory, a cautionary tale whispered among the survivors. They will know that I was the one who brought them to their knees, that I was the one who crushed their dreams underfoot without a second thought. They will feel the emptiness of their own defeat, the hollow echo of a life wasted chasing power they could never truly hold. And when it's all over, when the dust settles and the smoke clears, they will have nothing left. No power, no allies, no empire. Just the bitter taste of their own failure, and the knowledge that they were the ones who brought this on themselves. They will feel it in every broken bone, every shattered dream, every tear they shed in the dark, when they think no one is watching. But I will be watching. I will be there, standing tall, as they crumble into dust. They will know that they faced something far greater than themselves, something they could never hope to defeat. They will understand, too late, that they were the ones who created this monster, who forged this wrath with their own hands. They will feel the sting of their own mistakes, the agony of knowing they could have avoided this, if only they hadn't been so blind. But it's too late for them now. They will feel my wrath not as a passing storm, but as an unending avalanche, burying them beneath the weight of their own sins. They will look up, one last time, as I stand above them, the victor in this twisted game. They started but could never win. They will feel it in their very souls. The truth they can't escape from. They lost, and I am their reckoning. They will hear my name echoing in the corridors of their memories, and it will haunt them for the rest of their miserable lives. They believed they could walk away, that their victory was set in stone. But the only thing set in stone now is their fate. They are digging their own graves with every desperate move, every attempt to rebuild what I've already shattered. They will feel it every time they try to rise, only to be pushed back down. I am the weight pressing on their shoulders, the invisible hand guiding them to their own destruction. They will feel the pressure mounting, the walls closing in, the air thinning as their time runs out. They will know the true meaning of fear, not as a fleeting feeling, but as a constant presence lurking behind their every thought. They will flinch at every shadow, tremble at every creak of the floorboards, because they will never know when I'll strike. They will look for allies, but find none. They will search for a way out, but the exits are sealed. I have locked them in the cage they built for me, and now they are the ones trapped pacing back and forth, like animals waiting for the slaughter. They will feel the irony cut deep, realizing that their own schemes have become the knife pressed against their throats. They thought they were predators, but they were prey from the start. They didn't see it because they were blinded by their arrogance, intoxicated by the illusion of control. But now the fog is lifting, and the truth is staring them in the face. They are weak, they are fragile, and they are standing on the edge of a cliff with no one to catch them. They will feel it when the ground crumbles beneath their feet, when they reach out for help and find nothing but emptiness. They will taste the bitterness of their own failures. They wanted power, but they never understood the price of it. They wanted control, but they were never strong enough to wield it. They wanted me gone, but I am the ghost that lingers, the shadow that never fades. They will feel the chill of my presence, like a cold wind blowing through their bones, reminding them of every mistake, every wrong turn. They will see my face in every reflection, a reminder that I am still here, that I have not forgotten. They will learn the hard way that I am not just a memory they can erase. I am the consequence of their actions, the embodiment of their sins. They will feel it in every whisper behind their backs, in every sideways glance. As the people they once controlled begin to doubt, begin to fear, they will realize that their power was built on sand, and now the tide is coming in. They will watch helplessly as everything they fought for is washed away. They will feel the sting of betrayal, the same sting they once inflicted on me. They will be betrayed by the ones they trusted most, by the allies who once stood by their side, because loyalty built on fear is not loyalty at all. It's a time bomb, ticking down to the moment when it all explodes. They will feel the explosion in their chests, the shockwave ripping through their lives, leaving them gasping for breath. They will look around and see the faces they once called friends, now filled with contempt, with anger, with a desire for revenge. They will feel the loneliness, the isolation, the cold realization that they are truly alone. They will be hunted, just like they hunted me. They will become the prey they once mocked, running through the same dark alleys, looking over their shoulders, waiting for the inevitable. They will feel the panic rising in their throats, the same panic they once saw in my eyes. But unlike me, They don't have the strength to survive it. They don't have the willpower to push through. They will break. They will crumble. And I will be there to watch. They will feel the humiliation of their own downfall. They thought they were untouchable, invincible. But now they will feel the humiliation of crawling on their knees, begging for mercy. They will never receive. They will be stripped of their power, their dignity, their pride. They will be left exposed, vulnerable, and I will be the one standing over them, looking down with the cold, pitiless stare of someone who has nothing left to lose. They will understand then what true power is. Not the kind that can be bought or stolen, but the kind that is earned through pain, through suffering, through sheer, unrelenting will. They will feel the burn of my gaze, the searing heat of my contempt. I will strip away every layer of their lies, every mask they've ever worn, until there is nothing left but the raw, ugly truth. They will see themselves for what they truly are: cowards, weaklings, frauds. They will feel the shame eating away at them, the regret gnawing at their insides like a disease. They will wish they could turn back time, undo what they've done. But it's too late. They've set this course, and now they must see it through to the bitter end. They will feel it in the silence that follows, the deafening stillness after the storm. They will sit alone in the ruins of their shattered empire, and the silence will be louder than any scream. It will echo in their ears, a reminder of everything they've lost. They will feel the emptiness, the void where their power once was. And they will know that I am the one who took it from them. They will feel the weight of their own choices, pressing down on their chest like a heavy stone, making it hard to breathe. They will gasp for air, but find none. They will reach for something solid, but everything around them will be crumbling into dust. They will feel the finality of it, the crushing realization that this is the end. They will understand too late that they never stood a chance. They thought they were the hunters, but I was the wolf, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They were fools to think they could control me, fools to think they could use me, and then discard me. They've only fed the beast, only made me stronger. And now the beast is unleashed, and it will not be tamed. They will feel my wrath like a tidal wave, crashing over them, dragging them down into the depths. They will struggle, they will fight, but it will be useless. They will be pulled under, into the dark, cold water, and they will know that this is their fate. They will drown in the consequences of their own actions, swallowed whole by the very force they tried to deny. They will feel it in their last moments as the light fades from their eyes. They will look up at me, their last hope extinguished, and they will see the truth reflected in my eyes. I am not their savior, not their hero. I am their reckoning, the monster they created with their own hands. And as the darkness closes in, they will understand that this was always how it was meant to end. They were doomed from the start, and I was the one who held the knife. They will feel it down to their very souls, the full force of my wrath. It will be the last thing they ever feel. They will feel it in every heartbeat, the fear pulsing through their veins like poison. Their pulse will quicken, their breath will hitch, and their eyes will dart in every direction, searching for an escape that doesn't exist. They will realize that they are caught in a trap of their own making, and there is no way out. They will feel the walls closing in, the darkness creeping closer, like the shadow of death reaching out to pull them under. Every tick of the clock will sound like a drumbeat, counting down the moments until I arrive. They thought they knew pain, but they have no idea what's coming. They've lived their lives untouched by the real world, cushioned by their lies and manipulations. They've never felt true agony, the kind that shatters your bones and leaves you gasping for mercy. But they will. They will feel every ounce of suffering they inflicted on others, reflected back 1,000 times over. They will taste blood, and it will be their own. They will feel the bite of the blade they once held against my throat. Now, turn back against them. They will feel the grip of inevitability, the realization that their time is up. They thought they had forever, that their power would shield them from consequences. But power is fleeting, and time is the great equalizer. They will feel every second slipping away like sand through their fingers. They will look back and see the wasted moments, the opportunities they squandered, and they will know that this is the price they pay for their arrogance. They will feel the regret, deep and gnawing, like a beast tearing at their insides. They will try to run, but there is nowhere left to hide. They will try to fight, but their strength is gone, drained by the very fear they once mocked. They will lash out in desperation, but it will be like a child swinging against a hurricane. They will realize that all their weapons, all their defenses are useless against me. I am not just a man anymore. I am the embodiment of every dark thought they've ever had, every sin they've committed. I am their reflection, twisted and broken, and I am coming for them. They will feel the chill of my presence before they even see me. It will be like ice water poured down their spine, freezing their blood, locking their muscles in place. They will stand paralyzed as the realization washes over them. It's not a question of if I'll come, but when. And that uncertainty will be the worst part. They will live every moment in anticipation, knowing that I am out there, watching, waiting. They will lie awake at night, unable to sleep, their minds racing with the possibilities. They will imagine the sound of my footsteps, the creak of a door opening, the whisper of my breath on the back of their necks. They will feel it in the very air they breathe. The atmosphere will change, thick and heavy with tension. It will cling to their skin, making it hard to breathe, like a weight pressing down on their chests. They will feel the pressure building, like a storm gathering on the horizon. They will know that the storm is coming for them, and there is nothing they can do to stop it. They will feel the electricity crackling in the air, the static charge of my wrath building to a breaking point. They will see the fear in each other's eyes, the silent acknowledgement that they've lost control. They will whisper to each other, trying to plan, trying to scheme, but it will be in vain. They will realize that they are no longer the ones pulling the strings. I am. I hold their fate in my hands, and I am squeezing tighter and tighter until the threads of their lives begin to fray. They will feel the terror sink into their bones, a cold, unshakable dread that they cannot escape. It will be like a shadow cast over their souls, blocking out the light, leaving them trapped in the darkness. They will feel it in the pit of their stomachs, a churning nausea that never goes away. They will lose their appetite, their sleep, their peace of mind. They will start to crumble, bit by bit, the cracks spreading through their minds like a spider web. They will become paranoid, suspicious of everyone around them, even those they once trusted. They will turn on each other, tearing each other apart in their desperation to survive. They will feel the weight of every lie they ever told, crushing them under its sheer mass. They built their world on a foundation of falsehoods, and now that foundation is crumbling. They will feel it in the ground beneath their feet, shaking, unstable. They will look around and see the cracks forming, the walls beginning to collapse, and they will realize that there is no way to stop it. The lies they told to protect themselves have become the chains that bind them, and those chains are dragging them down into the abyss. They will try to escape, to break free, but every door they open will lead them right back to me. Every path they take will circle back to this moment, this reckoning. They will see my face in every shadow, hear my voice in every silence. I will be the constant presence in their minds, the thought they cannot shake, the fear they cannot outrun. They will feel the burn of my rage, hot and searing, like a brand pressed against their flesh. They wanted to play with fire, but they forgot that I am the flame. Now, they will be the ones who burn. They will feel it in their skin, the heat rising, blistering, until they are forced to scream. But their screams will go unanswered. No one will come to save them. They will be alone in their suffering, just as they left me alone in mine. They will feel it in every breath they take, the smoke of their burning world filling their lungs. They will cough and choke, but it will not stop. The flames will spread, consuming everything in their path, leaving nothing but ash. And I will watch it all, standing tall, unscathed, as their empire burns to the ground. They will feel the cold, pitiless stare of their own fate. It will be like looking into the eyes of death itself, and they will know that there is no escape. They will beg, they will plead, but their words will fall on deaf ears. I have no mercy left to give. They used it all up when they chose to betray me. Now, all that's left is my wrath, and it is endless, unyielding, a force of nature that cannot be stopped. They will feel it in their very souls, the crushing weight of their own guilt, the unbearable agony of knowing that they did this to themselves. They will realize, too late, that they were the architects of their own downfall. They built this nightmare, brick by brick, and now they are trapped inside it, with no way out. They will feel the finality of it, the cold, hard truth that this is the end. They will look up at me, their eyes filled with terror, and they will see that there is no forgiveness here, no second chances, no redemption, only the cold, merciless judgment of someone who has been wronged one too many times. They will feel it in the pit of their stomachs, the realization sinking in, last moment, the end of the line, the final page of their story. And I will be the one who closes the book. They will feel my wrath, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a force that consumes them entirely, leaving nothing behind but shadows and echoes. It will be the last thing they ever feel, the final sensation before everything fades to black.